Dipping through hood, what hood? Compton, Long Beach, Inglewood.
Stop. We were in Inglewood, we were in the hood. We had £15,000 of the camera equipment, 10 grand in cash.
Everyone basically just left me on my own. I had to take this pickup round the housing projects of Inglewood. Driving around there on your own is a very, very, very scary prospect. Is this where he realises that he won't fit in it?
No.
Like the other one that we bought?
No.
Well, that's good, dude. Right, so this is 1999.
It's not 1999.
Anyway, it's a 99. Chevy 3500.
Yeah.
Julie.
Wow. Yeah.
And it's diesel.
Diesel. We like diesel.
Okay,
yes.
so it ticks all the boxes. Be kind of perfect for us, I reckon.
Right. Sounds good. Yeah.
It's only in Compton.
Where?
So I know it might not look it, but I grew up in the 80s and we had a lot of rap and stuff in the early 90s about certain places in California. Compton and Inglewood were two that stood out. When we were looking for pickup trucks, we were seeing adverts in and around Compton, in and around Inglewood, and our friend Mark was telling us to be very careful. I've walked straight out of Compton. I feel like I'm at one with that area. I'm not that worried about it, really.
Dude, it's the most dangerous place in America, I think. It is.
Right, let me just check exactly where he is, right?
As in the UK, Matt doesn't seem to see danger in lots and lots of things. He jumps in with both feet and then he realises, oh, I need my mucker Phil because he'll look after me.
I was quite happy to go and have a look, but Phil was massively concerned. It's in a place called Inglewood.
That's right next to Compton.
Yeah. It might be better.
You can't go there.
It might be better.
If anybody knows anything about gangster rap, it's where all the gangbangers pop a cap in your ass.
Right, we've been in some dodgy places before. How bad can it be?
I need to stay with the money. You can go and drive the car. I've got to stay with the money then.
Dipping through hood, what hood? Compton, Long Beach, Inglewood.
Stop. Watch out. What? You're gonna hit a concrete lump.
Oh, yes, I am a bad driver. He's a nightmare. He says he's a good driver, but he's definitely not. When I'm driving, I feel a lot more confident whether they're actually going to survive. I got extremely frustrated with Matthew driving then. He was talking to a nice young gentleman asking him the directions, and because he was a little bit frightened of the young gentleman, it looked like he was a drug tweaker or whatever you call it.
I think he was in the crib.
He just set off, and it's like, stop! It's a concrete curb he was just about to run over in a tiny little low-down truck. That would have made a mess.
It becomes very tedious, very tiring spending a lot of time on the road with Phil. He's like a big child.
Oh yeah.
Could be a
Can you see me
surfboard.
surfing?
Yes.
The truck looked really cool on the pictures and the description. We got the glove box full of cash because everybody likes to deal in cash. We looked around the truck, this guy had tattoos and he seemed a really nice guy. Put it this way, we had £15,000 of the camera equipment, maybe 10 grand in cash in the glove box, and Matthew's just driving around.
Everyone basically just left me on my own, and I had to take this pickup round the housing projects of Inglewood, which I can tell you, driving around there on your own in a great big truck that isn't yours is a very, very, very scary prospect.
So when it got to the 25-minute mark, we were getting worried then. We were genuinely getting worried because we were in Inglewood, we were in the hood, there's people looking at us. Just had a call from Matthew. He's on 113 and this street is 106, so he's way over there. He got lost.
Lost on a test drive.
Lost on his test drive, yeah.
Right.
Because the whole suspension in the front is new.
It drives good. Got a bit lost, and there was a lot of police around, and I didn't have a clue where I was going, so it was all a bit of an experience, really. I'm not surprised that it's so dodgy, and I think I would be a little bit concerned about going back there again. We learnt a lot more about how many people carry guns and how they're not bothered about using them. If they wanted to take you $5,000 or $10,000 out of your pocket, you'd probably just have to give it up.
We didn't buy that truck. We drove away from Inglewood thinking we'd just not go back there again. Our truck has got to go back.
Yeah.
We've got to give it back to Mark. He needs it back for work tomorrow. But there's also the bikes. The bikes we promised to go and see.
We've told people that we're going to go and pick some up.
Yeah, and if we haven't got a truck,
we've given our word.
Yeah, and our word is our bond. So like our handshake is.
So long as we've got a truck to actually go and pick them up in.
Dude, we need to hustle. We need to get going.
And we might have to settle for something that we don't particularly want. What an absolute pain. To say how easy it is to go and buy a motorbike in America, that we seem to be able to do very easily. Going and buying a truck in the land of trucks where there's a million trucks everywhere seemed to be the most difficult thing in the world.
Hi Diane, been given your number from Louis. We've been talking to him on Facebook about the old car that you've got for sale, the Willys. And we'd like to, so we're from the UK, we're visiting California, and so we're just really interested in buying the car. If that's okay with you, we'd like to come down to Riverside and have a look. Looking around for a truck and all the other things we were doing, we found a 1927 Willys Overland Whippet. Messaged quite a few times. No response, so it's like, well, they must have sold it, or it's an old advert, something like that. Got to California, and we got a message back saying, yeah, I'd love you guys to come and have a look at my old car. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye. That sounds really positive, man. The last time it started was 18 years ago. Her husband sadly got really ill, passed away. Right, we're off to Riverside to look at a 1927 Willys Overland car. It's been stood for 18 years. The old guy's died. Just looks amazing. How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you. You want to come in?
One of the things that we've been looking at it while we were in England, was this Willys Overland, this 1927 car with wooden wheels, and it looked beautiful. And eventually, the lady who owned it got back in touch with us, and we were able to go and see it. Is it a Willys engine?
Well...
It's too old, it's not even on the DMV registry. So I had to go to the sheriff's station and they told me how to sell it.
I've never seen one in the UK. I'd never really even heard of one. I've heard of Willys Jeeps, obviously, but not of a Willys Whippet, which is what this is. So yeah, so these are the pictures that are on the Facebook. So this is what I was expecting to see.
Well, the hood and stuff is in there.
It's on the seats.
Yeah, he did drive it for a little bit.
He passed away in February, so we.
So it would have had the spur wheel. Wouldn't have had a wheel. It would have just been a tyre. Then you would have had to change the tyre at the side of the road
to a solid rubber. Apparently, it's all original paint. It's never had anything done to it. The engine looks all original and complete. We can't tell if it turns over or anything yet. And then it's got all the parts in the back. He started converting it to 12 volts from 6 volts, so it would run on like a modern battery and it'd be more reliable. And it just looks fantastic.
Looks absolutely amazing, yes.
And I've never seen one of these.
No.
So we believe that relatively recently this was still a driving car.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the picture.
This is when he.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is cool, man. Really cool.
I can't believe the condition.
It had been her husband's and it was really his massive passion, this car. And she was devastated to sell it. He died. She didn't know what to do. She wanted to keep it as a memory of him. She'd had a few offers on it, even of the asking price, but she didn't like the people who were trying to buy it from her. Amazingly, she liked us. Not entirely sure why, but there you go. And she agreed to sell us this car.
We love him. I love him. I took care of him. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh this goes inside there.
Yeah.
Pull this out. Right there.
Comes off the back one. I think it should be spring loaded. It could be the radiator has moved. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this where he realises that he won't fit in it?
No.
Like the other one that we bought?
No, I knew
My
this.
husband was shorter, but he was bigger. He was stouter.
While we were there, we discovered that inside the garage there was a 1923 Ford T-Bucket hot rod, which looked absolutely amazing.
But, this is Papa's car. He loved this so much.
Yeah.
A lot of good memories here. So this is harder to part with. I just.
Right.
I'm thinking if I could get money from the Willies and then have this repaired, maybe I could drive it.
Well, we're supposed to be meeting Diane at the bank. We spoke to her last night and she was saying, you know, I do apologise in advance, I'm going to be emotional because I am still really attached to the car, so we're not sure that she's going to turn up or not.
We're going to have a look in the bank and see if she's there. This deal might not actually happen. This guy came in the back of this truck and he pulled a flick knife.
Hey, are you filming in here? Is that okay? All right.
I can envisage a more glorious ending than being stabbed in the bloody back trying to buy an old rusty bike to make a few quid.